It was early spring, and I go down to the local pond, and I see the bluegill nesting sites. And I say to myself, hey, let's take the GoPro with the water housing and go get some shots. So to my surprise, I go down there, and what do I find? I find a bluegill, but I also found a largemouth bass. Check out this footage. It's really cool, and it was really easy to get. As we approach the shoreline, we'll see several of these nesting areas. These circle areas are the nesting area of the fish. As we prepare the camera and put it in the water, we discover that we have a nesting area of 2 bluegills. Camera does scare them away, but being good parents they are, they will return and they will protect their nesting area with a lot of vigor and energy. This is their home and this is their site, and they will protect this area. Moving down the shoreline, we found many bass that we were able to videotape. Here are examples of some of them. We did find this one female sitting on her nest, protecting it. She was very curious on this camera. See how she flared up her gills? She's like, what is this camera doing in my area? This is my home. Please move out. And she does bump it. And then she kind of gets comfortable with it, and she sees another bass in the background coming. So she will chase them away. Don't want them to eat their eggs. This is so cool. Watch how she goes towards the camera and she flares her gills. She's trying to make herself look bigger and more fierce. She'll open her mouth a little bit. Look at that. That's amazing. What a great shot. As we move further down the river, we find another nest, but this time there's 3 large bass sitting on this nest protecting it. Something you rarely see. It's really cool. Now watch how the 2 of them are trying to get rid of the camera. They're approaching the camera. They're trying to make themselves look bigger and more fierce. You know, they're opening and closing their mouth, trying to shoot water at them, trying to move things away, saying, this is my area. I was really surprised to see the 3 big bass there. I would think there'd be 1 bass on the nesting, but there were 3 sitting there and they seemed to be fine with each other. Amazing what you see, pretty cool. And as we moved all around the pond, yes, we saw many of the bass. The pond was loaded with them, and boy, they're fun to see. But there were other things that we saw on the way too. Yeah, we hit the old painted turtle and the old bluegill in the background. As you can see, the pond is just full of life and full of Mother Nature. Of course, there's always the monster of the deep. You gotta have the big guy. The big guy's always there, the snapping turtle. He cleans up that pond, I'm sure, and keeps the bottom nice and clean and keeps everybody on their toes. Isn't he a neat guy? Another one. And yes, it goes without saying, knowing that the pond is loaded with the wildlife and some of the big bass, we went and we got our fishing rod, and yes, we caught ourselves one here. Now, we like to catch them, and they're fun to catch, and they're pretty good size, but we are catch and release. We'll always give back to the pond. There she goes, released back to the pond. Hope to catch her another day. Hey, now that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Wasn't that cool footage? It's amazing what you get if you keep your eyes open. Get out there, get outside, and have some fun. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Deininger with another backyard project. Get outside and find some things. Let's go.